This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. And, of course, Carlos Boozer. This is his first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Now here's Hardaway. Bird outside. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Gasol. So many teams, Greg, look to run these days. It's refreshing, isn't it, to see a battle between half-court offenses?
And to excel at that. You have to be extremely tactical, minimize turnovers, and execution is key.
Anthony in the corner. Uncovered. Gasol with the rebound. Here's Atlanta now. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Goodrich. Nailed from three-point land.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the deep pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drains the transition three.
Here's Terry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Such a smooth stroke on Terry's floater. He knows his mechanics are flawless.
Now here's Hardaway. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gasol a screen. Hardaway, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Dallas. It's a three-point game.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
To the inside. Stolen by Bird. Hardaway with a wide open look. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Terry. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Gasol. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Anthony, no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Such a pure shooter. Carmelo Anthony with the ball in his hand. It's money.
Teardrop shot. And Bird with the lay-in.
That's nice work. Stopping short of the rim. Just laying it over the top.
They get a hand on it. Fast break, the Hawks. Right side Hardaway. Pass to Gasol. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
On the wing, Cephalosha. 5 on the clock. Now Harrington shoots over Brown. Harrington can't get it to go.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Goodrich, that's good. Goodrich has got 6.
And you can tell Kerr has a good sense for the floor, which helps him find a ready shooter to deliver the ball to.
Now here's Terry. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Kerr. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Harrington. Good on the shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pippen with a wide open look. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Here is Kerr. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Goodrich. Russell with it. Taken away by Anthony. It's Terry outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hawks lead by 1. And we'll be back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hawks.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
Here's Anthony. Rebound by the Hawks. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bird outside. Back to Hardaway. Outside for Gasol. Shot clock at 6. No good. Shot missing. Mavericks trailed by 4. Pass to Boozer. Back to Pippen. Here's Boozer. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Clock is at 3. And here's Anthony from the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
There's that touch from outside. Love seeing Melo rise up with confidence.
Stolen by Pippen. And here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Greg, you've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
So both teams making some changes here.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Steve, what I love about Okongwu is how he uses his body and gets the most out of it.
Kevin, he has crazy athleticism for an undersized center. He's stout on defense and uses that quickness when he has the ball.
And Harrington, quite the role player. A big man with a soft stroke from deep, prime-time shooter when he gets it going.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Terry. He has 6. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
A go-to shot for Terry. He has so much confidence in his 3-ball.
Kerr with it. Still scoreless. Here's Gasol. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. That one goes. Count it. Terry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Team second. Substitution on the court.
Here's Kerr. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by LaRusso. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Terry. Takes it inside. Yep, it counts. Terry's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you give Terry any lane to hoop, and Jason is attacking, looking for the basket.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dallas calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Get loud. So you fall for groups of love. One more time.
That free throw, no good. And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
The screen from Brown. Anthony It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Pass to Terry. Lets the three fly. Atlanta with the rebound. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. Gasol deciding where to go with it. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Gasol's got 12 points in the game. The Mavericks leading. Now Terry. 13 points in the game. Back to Anthony. Gasol with the rebound. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 4. Gasol wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. He's got 15.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Inside. Here's Brown. Second chance effort. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And not blessed with the greatest defensive tools. Bird uses terrific court sense to see a play before it develops.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Pippen. And he banks in the layup. 8 points here for Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard it down low.
In the corner, it's Bird. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. Nice shot by Terry.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Pass to Harrington. To the wing right side. Out to Hardaway. Stolen by Terry. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Nice shot by Terry.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Now here's Bird. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Relentless effort there from Russell. He runs into some close defense and just keeps pushing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And so Russell hits them both. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Shot by Terry, no good.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Pass to Gasol. Some solid defense from Brown.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Terry looking over the floor. Down low. 4 on the clock. That one good for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Oh, good vision from Terry. Able to find an open teammate there for the deuce.
Outside Gasol. Here's Goodrich. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Goodrich has got 9 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And then Brown with the dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Goodrich. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
The Hawks trail it. To the paint. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
He's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dallas calls timeout.
It's time for your 4-on-4 booth.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Hardaway. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Open for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Pass to Cephalosha. Harrington inside. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks leading by 5. Terry outside. It's Pippen on the wing. To the middle. Here's LaRusso. And then LaRusso with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And with the handle that Tim Hardaway has, boy, he can be fun to watch. There's an obvious joy to his game that you have to appreciate.
Dallas calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And here's Anthony for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Dallas. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball in. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Hawks trail by 6. Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Mavericks head athletic trainer. And honestly, it looks pretty serious right now. It's a big injury for them. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
To the paint, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And we rave about Powell's touch, but how about his toughness, willing to just go to battle inside?
Outside Anthony puts up a deep three, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Gasol's in the post. Outside for Harrington. Back to Gasol. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Terry with the ball for the Mavericks. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Anthony looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. And Gasol sends it back.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Outside Hardaway. Gasol on the wing. Again, the miss by Gasol.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Terry. Outside Anthony. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Pass to Gasol. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And with Gasol, he feels comfortable shooting from any area of the court. If you give him space, he'll torch you.
On the wing, Jason Terry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside Anthony. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shoots over Bird. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Melo is a threat to score from anywhere. The mid-range shot is not much of a challenge.
Fires from way outside. Out to Bird. Pass to Goodrich. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Gasol a screen. Fires the 3. Hardaway, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's LaRusso. He's defended by Gasol. And it's Pippen missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Terry.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Here's Anthony. Samart. And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They came in.